stinks. Mary, does your boyfriend stink when he gets home from work? Love you, Mr. Chris.
No, he stinks after they have sex.
Ayo.
Bill Squire is a what?
Formerly professional comedian. That's the one. That's the nail in the
professional.
coffin right there.
That just
Yeah.
ended it right there.
I'm canceling myself.
No, my boyfriend is one of the cleanest people you'll ever meet. So,
Does he shower before he comes home?
no, the minute he walks in the door. So he
Yeah.
like walks in, put all of his stuff down, goes, takes a shower, and then comes out and unpacks. And
But
gets everything
would he
done.
smell like work?
I've like kissed him when he's walked in the door before, but he doesn't like stink like trash juice.
Because
or anything.
people who work in the service industry, when I used to work in restaurants
Smell like
or
French
what-
fries. Yeah.
You just smell like this weird, greasy mix smell.
Yeah.
Like, when I worked in a coffee house, I come home smelling like beans, and you get noseblind to it pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were around anyone else, they'd be like, oh my God. But yeah, people who, you just have this overall, like, kind of funk to you. It's
Yeah.
not
Did he
BO,
drive-
it's,
Recycling?
He drives recycling. Yeah,
So that's going to be a different smell
it's
anyway.
different, but
he does?
Yeah, he
Oh,
does
I didn't know
recycling.
that.
Mm-hmm. He does recycling.
But I thought that was all nonsense.
No, it was off
You
the
really
air.
got into
Off
my
the
head,
air
by the way,
nonsense,
with
off
that.
the air nonsense.
No. You and I were talking about
Yeah.
recycling. And that really got into my head. Mm-hmm. Because I've seen pieces on television about recycling, too, and they're like, you're not doing what you think you're doing.
Right.
And I'm meticulous, and I'm like, and I still am,
Yeah.
but it's like, oh, man, it's
Well-
whatever. I don't want to go down that road again because
Yeah.
it's silly, but,
My
like
boyfriend doesn't stink.
Like the city of Cleveland just finally figured out, I guess for a long time they didn't have a recycling company or
They just
something.
weren't recycling.
Yeah, but they re-upped with some company or I don't know what. But
Well, then they made everybody like opt in, and
is that true?
like 200 people opted in.
Oh God!
My,
yeah, because I think there's a lot of people that are like, "Why am I doing this when it clearly, I don't know."
I had girlfriends over last week, and we were hanging out. My one girlfriend is adamant about recycling and things
Yeah.
like that. Like, I texted her to go to the circus this weekend, and she asked me what PETA's stance on this circus was. So she's like kind of that type of person.
Well, that was a-
And so
That's a way to get out of going because there's on what planet does PETA have an opinion on a circus other than
Well,
it's
there's-
awful and terrible?
there's no animals in the circus. I was like, this is like
Oh.
a freaks like humans out of cannonballs.
Cirque du
and-
Soleil type
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
So
Well, most circuses now have gotten rid of animals,
Right.
Other than like dogs doing tricks.
yeah,
and,
and
stuff like that.
they're like Westminster dog show.
They're
type
not
stuff.
nailing bears' paws to unicycle pedals anymore.
Oh no. But so they were over the last week, and she saw me throw away a can, and she goes, "You guys don't recycle?" And I was like, "No." And then she like went off on this like tangent about it, yada yada. And then she collected up all the recyclables and took them with her. And as she was leaving, my boyfriend was just like, "You're not doing anything, right?" And then she was like,
That's what I mean. Did
Well-
you have a conversation with her?
Well, she basically was like, here's the thing. She started to get really worked up. She goes, I feel like if I don't recycle, then nobody will. And I have to take a stance and I have to do this, this, and that. And it was just kind of, like I said, I don't want to get him in trouble by saying things
No.
I shouldn't say, but-
For me, it's this internal argument between this notion that companies who are the worst polluters, we're never going to make inroads against what companies do
Mm-hmm.
in pollution.
especially
They
outside
have-
of the United States.
They have put the onus on us somehow
Mm-hmm.
to recycle rather than them doing what they should be doing. So there's that internal argument with me between this doesn't matter and there's no downside to doing this.
and that's exactly what I was about to say.
Now,
is
I don't
that-
think I'm saving the planet because I'm not that arrogant. But for your friend freaking out, I'm not down with that either. It's
I'm-
like if you feel better doing it, which
That's
I
fine.
do,
Yeah.
then I do.
I want to make it clear that I'm not upset with her for recycling.
Right.
I don't care. It does like do whatever you want.
But why are you upset with her?
I'm not upset with her, but she's just she was so
She
adamant.
ate all of their charcuterie.
She had a lot of it. We did share.
Yeah. Did she recycle her olive pits?
No, there were no pits.
Oh. Were they blue cheese olives?
No, just regular mix of
Black toast intolerant.
green and Kalamata.
Oh, Kalamata olives.
But yeah, she was upset. And then watching her and my boyfriend go back and forth where he like works in the industry and she's basically telling him, you're wrong. And I was like, whatever you want to do, Kelsey.
like, I dumped the truck, man.
I know. I was like, not even her telling him you're wrong, but she was basically saying like, I don't care what you have to say about it. I'm still going to do it.
And
which
that's
is
fine.
Which
That's
is
American.
fine.
That's fine,
Yeah.
but don't go off on somebody else because,
Yeah.
yeah, it's weird. What was I going to tell you? Oh, Alan, have you seen the video of the girl farting at the Johnny Depp trial? Is this real? Have you seen this?
I haven't seen it.
A woman takes a stand at the Johnny Depp trial and then fart. This has got to be fake. This has got to be made to look like live coverage.
For those of us who have no idea, like myself, what does arnica cream look like?
That sounds fake.
Yeah, she leans over and I don't know.
No, because there would be a reaction if it was something like that.
She wouldn't just go that because she leans over and then
No,
she wouldn't just go, sorry, that was me.
That's fake. Has to be.
Bill was at Sheetz earlier today. Boy, I love Sheetz.
Sheetz is great.
Did you see that they're moving Bojangles into Northeast Ohio? You know Bojangles?
Oh, I know Bojangles. I like
Wait,
Bojangles.
moving it where?
They're putting like a
putting
dozen
tour stops,
restaurants in Northeast Ohio.
But
If you ever made the trip down, if you've ever been to the South or you've driven to Florida, Bojangles is like this. It's primarily in the Southeast, I think.
I swear they have one here in Cleveland. They have to have one. I've seen it before.
They have them in Toledo. That's where I've seen them.
I swear I saw one here in Cleveland, but maybe.
What I read is that they're going to bring 10 Bojangles locations to Northeast Ohio. They just opened a Chick-fil-A by where I live. Bojangles is going to go into Columbus first. See, all these franchises go into Columbus first.
That's what they're talking about at Sheetz today.
Like
where they're
Sheetz started in Pittsburgh. That's how I knew about it
Yeah.
when I lived there. But they're putting them in Columbus now.
They're trying to like saturate
Yeah.
Columbus. That's their next market that they're really putting a ton of stores in.
They're putting a bunch of Del Tacos in Columbus. They're moving. Did you guys have Taco John's? We had that in Illinois.
not
I
here.
love Del Taco.
Del Taco's good if you're out west, but
so
we grew up with Taco. I mean, we had Taco Bell, but we also had Taco John's
Taco John's is
in
weird.
Illinois. Yeah, it is weird,
It's
but they're
weird. I
they're
don't like
moving
it.
them. Yeah,
Del
all of
Taco's good.
They had Del Taco in Toledo too. Toledo's like a huge fast food test market.
Is
I
it?
don't know if you guys knew
That's
that.
where I
but
had.
That's where Peoria, Illinois used
Yeah.
to
Because
be.
I was
Yeah.
at Connections when they were testing the Doritos
Locos
Locos
Taco.
Taco.
I was in college
and
when
I
that
was
happened.
like, I'm in the city where they're testing it. This is amazing.
The Taco Bell just off of University of Toledo's campus is one of the busiest in the country, and so they would do a lot of test food there, nacho fries, all that kind of stuff. They test there. But yeah, there was a Del Taco that was 24 hours. It was open, and when you needed a taco, some French fries, and a churro, you're like, I know where to go.
Did you guys have Baja Fresh here?
No.
We used to.
Okay,
we? Oh.
we had those in Chicago.
They had them, but I think they were all gone by like 2005 or 2006. I liked Baja Fresh.
I never
it was
heard
good.
of that. What is that?
It's like a Chipotle, but it was. It felt lighter, if that makes sense.
More
Like,
vegetables.
Yes,
yeah. So yeah, they're moving a lot of these franchises primarily into Columbus. But what I was reading was about Bojangles setting up shop specifically in Northeast Ohio. So for people who are way into, your country ham and biscuit sandwich, you're going to be able to get that at Bojangles. Their iced tea, I think they're based out of Charlotte. But again, if you've ever made that trip down into the South, you've seen Bojangles. Speaking of ham, there's a guy who his emotional support pig saved him from a house fire. Ooh. He's a war vet. Last hour I was talking about that guy in Cincinnati who gave his emotional support monkey methamphetamines, and now he wants the animal back. He was given a Coke, Xanax, meth. This guy in Jersey almost lost everything in a house fire, but he says his life was saved by his emotional support pig. Gilbert Anaya is the vet, and Hamilton the pig instinctively shut a door, giving Gilbert time to get out.
The pig shut a door?
The pig shut a door.
With its
You know what they
butt?
say? When one door shuts
Pig gets
in a
away.
house fire, maybe another one opens.
He probably saw the fire and thought panic and fear and just ran out. But he was trained to open and close doors. So when he came out, he just instinctively must have spun around and closed it.
I wonder if this is a guy with no arms.
How does a pig open a door?
Well, you can train an animal to just about anything, but
They don't
pigs
have
are smart.
thumbs.
Huh?
They don't have thumbs.
No, if the doors are made so that he can push a door open or closed or,
I guess. But then it would be
Well, I'll take
cold.
this guy's, I'll take this guy's word for it. I mean, if that's his emotional support pig. Is the pitch too high on that? There you go. Sounds a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
Does a pig sound better, high or low? What about really high? Yeah, that's pretty good.
See,
Yeah.
I'd have trouble after that pig saved my life. I would have trouble eating ham.
I would too. Well, I'd have trouble eating him. You know, it's like the old joke.
Well, I wouldn't eat
a
him.
Pig like this, you don't eat all at once.
He'd be saved, but I'd have trouble. I'm like, this is your ancestors. Like
This is Hamilton.
Your
ancestors.
not ancestors, but like this is your brother.
Your offspring,
family,
your
yeah.
brothers and sisters.
Like I'd feel
kind,
weird.
yeah.
I'm like, you're smart. You saved my life, but damn, why you gotta taste so good? It's not my fault.
I wish Pinchy was here to see this. Mm-hmm. When the smoke woke him up, he raced outside and checked on Hamilton in the garage, but the pig was already grazing in the backyard. So, listen, I think the story here is that the pig accidentally closed a door because it's not like he was squealing to wake the guy up.
Right.
The guy goes out in the backyard and the pig's just
Just out there,
lazily
yeah.
eating the grass.
I wouldn't equate this to the pig. I mean, I guess
The pig accidentally saved the guy.
By the way, this is a massive, massive pig.
It's not like one of those cute little piglets.
not like a
No,
teacup
it's like a
pig or-
sow. This is like, you know, in the Hannibal movies where they were feeding people to the pigs?
There's one of those?
Yeah, a giant sow. Yeah. He got it as a piglet. It has grown to several hundred pounds.
That's crazy.
Yep. So you got to wonder what a pig like that eats if it's not eating people.
Well, grass apparently.
Well, it said he was grazing in the backyard. It could have been grazing on human meat. I don't know about
They
that.
go through bone like butter.
That's right. Like butter. Yeah. No. The smell of bacon woke him up. Yeah.
I guess.
Mary,
Yeah.
I was curious, if there's an emergency, do you think, now people love their pets. Pets are a part of their family, so they say. But that means you consider it in an emergency. Like if you got word that your apartment was on fire back when you lived in an apartment, do you say, "Oh my gosh, I have to go in and save my cat"?
Like I'm at work and they call me and they're like, "Your apartment's on fire."
Or you hear about either way. I don't care how
Well,
the scenario plays
here's
out.
where it
Do
is.
you rush in and get your cat?
If I'm 30 minutes away and the fire department
There's
calls me,
no help. I mean, like there's no point in going back. 30
that's
minutes.
what I'm saying. If I'm here and they say your apartment's on fire, I'll tell them, "Hey, my cat's there. Could you please try to save her?" I'd be on my way.
In an emergency, would you consider
I'm gonna
your
go
cat?
for her immediately. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if I were in my home now and woke up to the smell of fire, I would grab her. I mean, obviously wake my boyfriend up, but then like we would get out of the house and I'd try to grab the cat.
But you'd grab the cat before you woke him up.
No,
wouldn't
I'd
you?
wake him up.
You know she would. Come on, let's go.
Not. I've got her under one arm.
Pee on his drum on the way out. Just stick it to him.
The cat never watched Ozark without me.
Wouldn't that be something?
true.
If the cat's pee was what the fire will put the fire out. It's like,
Yeah.
see, this entire time she was actually helping.
She got so scared she peed out the fire.
Peed out the fire.
Or where the pee was, the fire didn't go. It's
Yeah.
like, just saved everybody.
But isn't there a lot of ammonia in cat pee?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
assuming
think
it's
it
pretty
was.
flammable.
I was going to say, at the very least, I don't think it would put out a fire. Huh.
Yeah, I would definitely save her. Or at least try to. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
of course
not
you gotta
the
try.
most...
You're not gonna be like, what?
Get all the way
20-minute
outside.
drive.
Damn.
Gas prices are crazy.
But I
right
mean,
now.
like, if I were here and the fire department called me and was like, "Hey, we're at your apartment. There's
Yeah.
not much I can do."
Well, I'm
I
saying
would
there-
tell them.
There's
you
a
know.
different level, but I feel like there are some people that think of their cats or their dogs as their children. So if they go, like if the dog or cat goes, they going in. Like it's like their child. You would rush
Are
in
you
no
asking
matter.
Mary if she's a fur mom?
Yes.
Like, would I go into a burning building
To
for
save
my
your
cat?
cat? Yes.
If the fire department's not there for whatever reason.
Yep.
I might.
Are you going in? Yeah. So
Why wouldn't you leave it to fate?
That's not what fate is.
What?
Fate's about.
Why wouldn't you
No,
leave
that's
it?
not what
Whatever
fate is.
will be, will be. K,
Maybe-
Sarah, Sarah.
Maybe the fate is me going in there and coming out unscathed.
That's
with
not
the
fate.
cat
That's you
under my
taking a
arm.
specific action.
You never know. You don't understand fate. You don't believe in it. You don't.
I'm
get to-
running in and saving my dog.
I would run in. Yeah.
Well, just because I don't believe in it doesn't mean I understand it. The reason I don't believe in it is because I understand
No,
it.
I think that's probably flawed logic.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, it is.
Fate doesn't exist.
You don't
Therefore,
exist.
I understand.
You don't exist.
I'm right here.
No, I don't see anything.
Mary's
You're
got
looking
a
right
I don't
at
see
me.
anything. Alan.
I'm right here.
like a little kid. Are you invincible? Alan, where'd you go?
What happened? Did you fly out the window?
Yeah, I'd want it. Would you run into your burning house for your dog? Or would you stand out on the lawn and cross your arms?
But
like
he
you're
has
standing right
he
now?
has kids to live for though.
But the family's out of the house.
Okay.
Humans are safe. Are you
He's
going
not
back
running
in?
for Juno over Nora.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. He needs to be alive for his kid. I'm talking about these dogs and cats are these people's children.
I don't know. A dead parent's a good origin story. I
Hey,
watched a lot of Pixar movies.
Easy. I don't know what I'm the origin of. We'll find out.
No, that's when you were a kid. When you had a dead
got
parent.
it.
There was an ad on Roku for Up. I've never seen Up.
I haven't either.
But I know how it starts. And Nora saw it, and she was like, "Oh, we should watch that because it's the kid with the balloons, and the old guy with the house." And Gwen's like, "Yeah, we're gonna fast forward through the first 20 minutes of that movie, and then you're gonna."
You gotta watch it all.
I know that's what sets it up.
Yeah, that's what you gotta have your heart stomped on, and then you appreciate the movie more.
Build it back up.
Emotional manipulation is all those movies.
Oh,
That pig saw a premonition of a pulled pork sandwich and shut that door really fast. That's Mike from Parma's take on it.
He's like, I recognize this smell. Oh no.
Oh no! Hey, Drunk Sue,
Hey, how are you doing?
you have dogs, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Would you run into a burning house to save them?
Depends on how bad the fire.
Could you turn
I'll
your
be
radio
hollering
down
for
to
'em.
save them?
Yeah, I would. No, you know what? I might go in for him. I probably would, actually. I probably would. Hey, I met one of our fellow customers.
Who's that?
He doesn't have anything extravagant, like doing for a living, like, working at the drive-thru or pumping gas or nothing. But he sells insurance. His name is Zacharias Lee.
You met
He's out there in the midst somewhere. Yeah, he got so excited when he found out I was Drunk Sue.
and how did you reveal that to him?
We was talking about Alan Cox
Now, how did that start?
because I was listening to the radio.
I
had to
see.
turn it down.
It sounds like you're
And I
still
told him,
listening
I
to
said,
it.
I said at 2:00. I said Alan Cox is coming on. He goes, "Oh, I love Alan Cox Show. I listen to it all the time." I said, "Oh yeah."
Well, Sue, he was trying to sell you something, right?
Well, yeah, it was insurance.
Right. He's trying to get on your wavelength. So he doesn't know who I am. He goes, I love that guy. He's great. Buy some insurance.
No, dude, you can tell he was a listener.
Okay.
Because he even repeated stuff back that he wouldn't have known just off the top of his head.
Mm-hmm.
He put both his hands in front of his face and he said, "Oh my God, I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity right now." He had to take a picture.
You are a celebrity. You're Drunk Sue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't believe it. He couldn't.
Is the radio still on?
yes.
Is the radio still up and
I'll
on,
give him
Sue?
a shout out. Huh?
Is the radio still up and on?
It's on, but it's down low.
All right. I can hear it. Is that what I'm hearing?
All right, hold on. Let me turn it down.
How do I hear it and you don't hear it?
I mean, I can barely hear it.
Okay,
I don't know
well.
how you can.
Because I have great hearing,
Put
Sue.
a new compressor motor in the back of the refrigerator.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, but are you doing okay in general?
Yeah.
Okay. How's your spine?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Huh?
How's your spine?
Oh, it's still upright.
Still okay. Good. All right. Did you buy the
I
insurance?
can't stand for very long.
Okay. Did you buy the insurance, Sue?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Good. I want to make sure that you have full coverage.
Yeah, this is my other one was term, I guess, and now I got whole or whatever the difference is.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Good.
It
Well.
ain't gonna go up no more, so that's all cool.
Well, if that guy is going to be your regular agent, please thank him from me for being a fan of the show. Okay.
You got it, baby.
Okay. Thank you. Drunk Sue checking in is lucid as always, and can't hear the radio behind her that I can hear. Now, Sue.
Why?
Exactly. I've got to take a break. If you want to text for anything, 35192. After the break, I'll have tickets for you for that Outlaw Music Festival in July at Blossom. Willie Nelson's.